Now continue from last point. So our last point of discussion is volume flow diagram at intersection. So volume flow diagram at intersection either drawn to a certain scale or indicating traffic volume, because it is also our graphical method to represent our traffic volume, which can be used to find the details of crossing and turning vehicle. These data are required for designing of intersection. So here we see 1140 1140 number of vehicle will reaching towards intersection. Also here from 360 vehicles will entering to the our intersection. Also from here 120, that means 1200 vehicle will entering. Also from here 1600 vehicle will be entering. Now out of these vehicles 1600 vehicles, 80 vehicles will move towards left, one 1200 vehicle will move straight, and now uh, 500 vehicle will move towards right. Okay. Okay, now out of 1140 vehicle, out of 1140 vehicle, 4 440 vehicle will move towards left, 620 vehicle will move towards straight way, and 80 vehicle will move towards right. Out of just wait, out of out of 1200 vehicle, 40 vehicle will move towards left, 1000 1000, this is 1000, this is 1080, I think 108 and 0, 1080 vehicle will go straight and 80 vehicle will come right. Okay, out of 360 vehicle here, out of 360 vehicle, 200 vehicle will go in a straight way, 60 vehicle will go in a right way, and 100 vehicle will come on left way. So here if we see total entering vehicle, total entering vehicle, total total entering vehicle, and total entering vehicle is equal to 1140 plus 6000 1600 plus 360 plus 1200. Calculate it. So I think it will come as 0 0666 and 410 0 1 and 6 7 7 or 3 10 10 to 12 12 or 113, 3. Now 1, 2, 3, 4. 4300. That means 4300 vehicle will entering to the intersection. Now total out vehicle through the intersection. That means total number of vehicle which will leave the intersection is equal to how many? From here 740. Just use different color. Is equal to 740 plus 1580 plus 780 plus 1200. I think it also came as 0000 4 8 12 12 by 20 20 0 0. We have two left as remaining. That means 7 1 7 5 12 12 12 7 19 19 2 19 2 21 21 2 23. That means 3. We have also left 2 1 1 2 2 2 4. So here also we see we have total number of vehicle which out the intersection or which leaving the intersection is 4300. So basically it based on the conservation of mass. That means conservation of traffic is also valid here. So the vehicle entering into the system, the same vehicle goes out from the system, which we already see. Also from here we find out total number of left turn vehicle, total number of left turn vehicle, how many, total number of right turn vehicle, how many vehicles are right turn from this intersection, right turn vehicle, how many vehicle crossing the intersection, crossing vehicle. So we these all data we find from this traffic flow diagram. So it is also a method by which we represent our traffic volume. So I think I cover all the things. This is a figure for traffic volume diagram at intersection. Traffic flow, traffic flow, traffic volume, traffic capacity, all are similar. So these all things will discuss later. Traffic volume diagram at intersection. So this is traffic flow diagram at intersection. Traffic flow diagram at intersection. At intersection. Okay, now move towards next method to represent traffic volume. Next method is 30th highest hourly volume data. So basically from 30th hourly volume data, we see the traffic volume is not constant throughout the year. It will vary hourly, it will vary on daily basis. So if designing of road is done for highest or peak hourly volume of a year, it would be highly uneconomical and it do not fail, means congestion do not occur. So during 30th highest hourly volume data, it will basically a graphical method and in that graphical method we plot traffic hourly traffic volume on y-axis and number of hours in 1 year with traffic volume exceed than the given value may be this is our time scale, this is our time scale. Time is 0 hour, time is 5 hour, time is 10 hour, time is 15 hour, 20, 25, 30 and so on. These are our time scales in hours. So basically 13th highest hourly volume data is a graphical method, and in that graphical method we plot hourly traffic volume on y-axis and number of hours in 1 year with traffic volume exceed than the given value on x-axis. So we plot that graph. Here our maximum traffic volume will come and it will designated as Qmax. It is the time period or 30th highest hour corresponding to 30th highest hour. We get 30th highest hourly volume, which will be designated as Q30. So basically, how 30th highest hourly volume data is defined, which I discuss later. Before discussing, here we see our hourly traffic volume data will decrease with increase in number of hours for a particular year, because if we see here t is equal to 15 hour. So t is equal to 15 hour basically means ki, it is the hourly volume that will be reached only 15 times or exceed only 14 times in a year. So its value is much greater than the hourly 30th highest hourly volume and so on. If we calculate 45th highest hour, then its value is automatically less than the 30th highest hourly volume data, because for it if t is equal to 45, it will be 40th highest hourly volume, and 40th highest hourly traffic volume is the hourly volume that will be reached only 45 times or exceed only 45 times in a year. So before going in detail, we all know, we discuss all things which will given by our IRC. So as per IRC, if designing is done for 30th highest hourly traffic volume, neither it is costly nor it is uh, mm, much lesser for design aspect when compared to peak hourly volume. Hence, estimates the problem of congestion for most part of the. So we estimate the problem of congestion, and by estimating the problem of congestion, we find 30th highest hourly traffic volume is most economical. So we done our 30th highest traffic volume for designing all the things which will involve in our geometric design. So just see all the points which 30th highest hourly volume data will say. Just wait. So if designing of a road is done for, if designing of road is done for highest peak hourly volume of a year, it would be highly uneconomical, because if we design for highest or peak hourly volume throughout the year, it will highly uneconomical. That means it do not fill. That means it do not fill. It do not fill. It do not fill. It do not fill. Okay, that means congestion do not occur. That means congestion 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 do not occur. Do not occur congestion do not occur. However, if it's done for annual average hourly traffic, and already we have discussed annual average hourly traffic is the traffic volume throughout the year by 365 into 24, and its unit is in vehicle per hour. So if we design our road according to annual average hourly traffic, it would not be sufficient for considerable period of year. And during designing of AAST, we find and we feel more number of time our traffic will be congested. So it already discussed, however, if it is done for annual average hourly traffic, it would not be sufficient for considerable period of year to carry the traffic volume, and would leads to the congestion of the road, and it will lead to the congestion of our road, which is obvious, because if we design for annual average hourly traffic, more number of time in a year, that value will come less than our original value. So more number of time congestion of road will be seen. Next, 30th highest hourly traffic volume is the hourly volume that will reach only 13 times, or exceed only 29 times in a year. So that means 13th highest hourly traffic volume is the hourly volume that would be reached only 13 times or exceed only 29 times in a year. So we do this hourly traffic volume as our design consideration part, and also it will be given by IRC. So IRC will do most type or many type of observation for calculating highest hourly volume, and he suggests a value of 30th highest traffic volume uh, as our considered uh, traffic volume. So we consider 30th highest traffic volume. Next one is, as per IRC, each designing is done for 30th highest traffic volume. 30th highest traffic volume. Neither it is costlier nor it is much lesser than compare, nor it is much lesser than when compare lesser when when compare to peak hourly volume. Hence eliminates the problem of congestion. So it will eliminate the congestion of problem of our congestion. Now next now for this that means for 30th highest hourly traffic volume, congestion would be observed only for 29 hours in the year. So it's obvious, which name its name also indicate 30th highest hourly volume data. 30th highest hourly volume data, that means only 29 hours in a year, that value will be exceeded. So for a percentage point of view, 29 by 360 into 24 into 100, it will be 0.33%. So for this much percentage, that means for 0.33 percentage of time, congestions occur in a year. So its value is very low, so we do not bother about that. So our all problems will be eliminated by considering 30th highest hourly volume as our design consideration part. Now, next, these are various points which will be uh, very important. And first one is periodic volume count. Periodic volume count, in order to find certain traffic data such as ADT, that means annual average daily traffic, average daily traffic. Also, for calculating not only ADT, also AAWT मतलब annual average peak day traffic etc. In order to find certain traffic data such as ADT, AWT, etc., it is necessary to count traffic for a long duration of time, maybe year or month, which is obvious. By for calculating annual average daily traffic, we count per day traffic throughout the year. So it is quite time consuming parts, and also more cost, more time will be involved for calculating annual average daily traffic. And during calculation of annual average big day traffic, we also calculate all the traffic of Monday to Friday and count them, add them, and divide them by 52 into 5, that means 260. Then we calculate ADT, which is also a time consuming parts for designers. That means for overcome these situations, we do periodic volume count. So later we see how periodic volume count will be done. Next point is counting traffic for long duration of time involves cost and efforts, which is very obvious, which is not feasible practically in such case. IRC suggests to make use of techniques of periodic volume count. So already I discussed why periodic volume count will involve in our traffic volume uh, data process, because uh, for calculation of ADT, AWT, uh, we count uh, traffic for long duration of time. For ADT, we count for 365 day. For AAWT, we count for I think 260 day. For ADT, we count for 3 day, maybe 5 day, maybe 7 day. So it involves cost and efforts. So by overcoming these things, we had uh, uh, use of technique, or we use our techniques which will be given by IRC. So what are the techniques? Just see. Okay, is it visual? Okay. In this expansion factor are used as follow. In this expansion factor are used as follows. So in periodic volume count, expansion factor are used. And this that means in this means in periodic volume count. In periodic volume count. In periodic volume count, expansion factors are used as follows. Various expansion factors are used, and these expansion factors are given by IRC. These expansion factors are given by IRC. Just I write here, given by IRC, given by given by given by IRC. That means Indian Road Congress. Given by IR and C, given by IRC, Indian Road Congress. And these values are purely based on observation, purely based on purely purely based on observation. Purely based on observation. So these are different expansion factor which will be given by IRC, and it will be purely based on observation. That means IRC will made different observation for different roads, and for they think these all calculation, that means annual average daily traffic calculation, average daily traffic calculation, annual average weekday traffic calculation, all these calculation involves more cost, more effort, more time. So for eliminating those things, they give us expansion factors, and by knowing these expansion factor, we directly calculate our annual average daily traffic, annual daily traffic, annual average weekday traffic, and all the things. So let's one by one we see how these all expansion factors are defined. First one is hourly expansion factor. First one is hourly expansion factor. So I think first one is hourly expansion factor. It will be denoted as HEF, hourly expansion factor. So hourly expansion factor means total traffic for a day, total traffic for a particular hour. Let us suppose total traffic for a day is equal to total traffic for a day is equal to 500. Total traffic for a day is equal to 500, and traffic for a particular hour is equal to 25. So here our HEF is equal to, I think, 20. So here hourly expansion factor is equal to 20, because hourly expansion factor is defined as total traffic for a day by traffic for a particular hour. So here we take a value total traffic for a day as 500 and total and traffic for a particular hour as 25. So our value come as 20. Next one is daily expansion factor. Next one is I think daily expansion factor. It is also indicated as or denoted as DEF. D for daily, E for expansion, and F for factor. So daily expansion factor is equal to traffic for a week by traffic for a particular day. Traffic for a week, that means throughout a week. Throughout a week, that means mm, not weekend. Here carefully see traffic volume for a week. That means we include Saturday, Sunday in that counting, in traffic volume counting. We also include Saturday and Sunday because it is traffic volume for a week. So from Monday to Sunday, we count traffic and we find out daily expansion factor. So daily expansion factor is defined as traffic for a week, traffic volume for a week, or traffic count for a week, traffic flow for a week by traffic for a particular day. Suppose traffic for a week is I think 2000. Suppose 2000, and traffic for a day is equal to just take above value as 500. So its value come as 4. Now next one is monthly expansion factor. 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 Monthly expansion factor, M for monthly, E for expansion, F for factor. Monthly expansion factor is equal to AADT, that means annual average daily traffic by ADT. So annual average daily traffic we count, average daily traffic we count for 3 day, 5 day, and 7 day, and we find out our monthly expansion factor. So let's solve this problem and find out all the things, and uh, by knowing daily expansion factor, hourly expansion factor, monthly expansion factor, how we find our ADT, uh, that's seen in this problem. So let's start the problem. So I think this is our problem. So everyone solve this problem. So everyone solve this problem. Question. What question says? A traffic engineer needs to find AADT A traffic engineer needs to find AADT, that means annual average daily traffic on a road based on data on Wednesday, WEDNESDADY, on Wednesday during month of June, determine ADT, which will also say above if daily expansion factor is 7.9 and monthly expansion factor for June is 1.5. So let's see this problem and try to solve this problem. Question saying a traffic engineer needs to find annual average daily traffic on a road based on data on Wednesday during month of June. Determine annual average daily traffic if daily expansion factor is 7.9 and monthly expansion factor for a particular month, that means that month is June, is 1.5. Also, time period for particular hour is given 8 to 9 a.m., 9 to 10 a.m., and 10 to 11 a.m. Also, I think different values. That means number of vehicle, total number of vehicle, or total traffic flow, or total capacity is given from 8 to 9, 500 vehicle will pass. From 9 to 10, 600 vehicle will pass. From 10 to 11, 700 vehicle will pass. And also hourly expansion factor, is equal to 25, is equal to 22, is equal to 20, is also given. So let's see the solution of this problem. Just wait. Here, I think let's start solving the problem. Solution. Solution. For 8 to 9 a.m., here we see from 8 to 9 a.m., we find hourly expansion factor. Hourly expansion factor is equal to 1 day traffic by 500. So 1 day traffic is equal to, by cross multiplication, we find hourly expansion factor is equal to 25. So if we multiply 25 with 500, we get 12,500. 25 into 500, 25 into 500, we get 12,500. So from here we find 1 day traffic. Now we use daily expansion factor. Daily expansion factor is equal to 1 week traffic by 1 day traffic. Also 1 day traffic will be known to us. It will be 12,500. That means 1 week traffic is equal to 7.9 into 12,500. Daily expansion factor is given in question. Daily expansion factor is given in question, which is I think 7.9. Daily expansion factor is given in question, which is 7.9. Also, they give us monthly expansion factor as 1.5. So daily expansion factor is equal to 7.9. So if we multiply 7.9 with 12,500, we get 98,750. Now from here, 1 week traffic is known. From 1 week traffic, we calculate average daily traffic, because we know average daily traffic will be counted or calculated for 3 day, for 5 day, for 7 day. So 98,750 is divided by 7, we get 14,107. Now we know monthly expansion factor. MEF. Monthly expansion factor is equal to annual average daily traffic, annual average daily traffic divided by I think average daily traffic. So here we see our hourly expansion factor is equal to 1 day traffic by traffic for a particular hour. Also between 8 to 9 a.m. traffic total number of vehicle for that hour will be given to us. So we find in that way. Also from 1 day traffic, 1 day traffic we find by multiplying HEF with total number of vehicle for a particular hour, which is 5, I think what 25 into 500. So 25 into 500 will give us 12500. And also from 1 day traffic, because we know 1 day traffic, we find out 1 week traffic by using DEF, matlab daily expansion factor. From daily expansion factor or 1 week traffic, we find out our 1 week traffic. So 1 week traffic will be known to us. 1 week traffic will be known to us. Just wait. 1 week traffic will be known to us. 1 week traffic will be known to us. So 1 week traffic is 98750. From here we find out average daily traffic, which will be also 14107. From here we find out AADT, because monthly expansion factor is given. Monthly expansion factor is 1.5, and I think it is 1.5 into 1414107. It is 21. I think what came 21160.7. So this is annual average daily traffic. But here just we find out what we find out 8 to 9 a.m. Annual average daily traffic. So on from 9 to 10. So on from 9 to 10 a.m. we find annual average daily traffic. From 10 to 11 we find annual average daily traffic. So just wait for here from 9 to 10, from 9 to 10, 9 to 10 a.m. from 9 to 10 a.m. from 9 to 10 a.m. we find AADT. In same manner we find AADT by calculating HEF. By calculating HEF we find 1 day traffic. By calculating DEF we find 1 week traffic, and from 1 week traffic we calculate ADT. Then monthly expansion factor into ADT will give us AADT, annual average daily traffic, which it came as I think 345.71. Here from again from I think what 10 to 11 10 to 11 10 to 11 a.m. we calculate annual average daily traffic. From 10 to 11 a.m. we calculate annual average daily traffic. Same manner we calculate ADT. Its result came as I think its result came as 23,700. So here we see we find three annual average daily traffic volume: first, second, and third. Now we calculate average of ADT, average of ADT, average ADT, average ADT, ADT. So just add all the value and divided it by 3. From dividing it by 3, we get the value of annual average daily traffic. So up to this point, we cover all the aspects of traffic volume. So from next class or from next week, I start traffic flow and capacity analysis. So thank you everyone. I conclude today's class. Okay, thank you.